Hi guys, and welcome to Cat Tarot Nose Spread or Dealing with the Exes, which is going to be a monthly feature because I did get so many responses and so many requests. However, I have to tell you, for the private readings, this is like highly energy intensive. I cannot do it within the special, and this reading is offered for $45. Basically, this is the combination that I found out it works, and it works really well. It gives us the category in which basically we have to find different things in order to even see if this relationship has possibility of working, or what is happening with our ex-partner or on and off partner, and everything else that we need to know about this relationship. So quickly, I'm going to summarize. The Magician, number one, is the number one that is supposed to kind of see if there is a potential. One is the beginning, right? Do you have the tools needed? What is in the tool chest? If everything is bad and you cannot bake the bread, it's not going to work. Temperance is purposely reversed because the angel in the upright position brings balance, and it's merging two things together, like two people together. This way it's not merging, it's out of balance. So I want to find out here what in this union was out of balance, what needs work. This would represent a female in a deal, so forget the horoscope signs. I'm looking for a sexy babe, somebody who really wants to feel on top of the game in dating, feeling desirable, feeling like go-getter, feeling attractive, sort of like a really go-to person. Eight of Wands is the communication card. Here we are dealing with what is happening between the basically partners. Are they communicating? Are they not communicating? Like, are they all the ones up in the air? What is up in the air, etc. So here is a male in the reading, or a partner in the reading. So I have chosen King of Wands, not because of any horoscope sign, but because I feel this is kind of a guy we want to have when we are dating. Well, when we are getting married, maybe we want to switch to King of Pentacles, but King of Wands is basically amazing date, and the person we really lust for, and person that we long for. Judgment is an interesting card. In Judgment card, we are dealing with the past. So sort of like everything that we had on the plate, how doable this relationship was. Could this be even made working or not? And it's sort of judgment, not your judgment, not my judgment, but sort of like karma judgment. Karma is telling us, this is what basically this I seen happening at that point. So this can change at any point. The karma changes. Karma changes all the time. We are affecting it with good deeds, with bad deeds. We are resolving our bad karma. We are creating bad karma. We are getting good karma. And going through tough situations in life is certainly getting us good brownie points. And lastly, Four of Wands is sort of like a card of celebration, as you can see. So this can actually tell me about the quality of the relationship itself, not the judgment of the relationship, but the quality and the possibility of reunion and getting together. So I don't even remember if I shuffled the cards. I know that whole bunch of cards were coming on the floor. But in any case, guys, if you really want this spread for you, please contact me or check my website www.cattarot.ca. Can't even talk anymore. And when I do the private readings, it's going to be for a few months in advance. However, today I'm doing this just for 1 month in advance. So that way we can see how basically karma is moving from month to month, and how healthier we get, and what kind of steps we are approaching to basically dealing with our exes. So okay, let's start. Okay, Aquarius, let's shuffle. Aquarius, April, dealing with the exes. 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 Okay. Let's see the overall flavor. It is kind of, you're getting more open. Four of Pentacles reversed is basically talking about not being scrunched down, not holding our heart anymore, kind of being able to open up, starting to open up. Okay, so that was reversed. So this goes this way. So the Magician, as I said, let's see what is in this magic chest, what in this chest we can put together, what can work together. So yeah, in this chest we have 8 of Wands. So we did have in this relationship ability to kind of build things together. Maybe this was not the sexiest way of dealing it, but sort of like putting things together. And the Pentacles are the energy that we need for solid relationships and dealing really on a solid ground. Temperance reversed. So what really didn't work? What needed to be fixed? Well, there was not enough spark in this relationship. Somehow it felt, well, I guess maybe not exciting. Sometimes it felt that we were burned. Maybe it was too much of on and off over here. So major arcana, very important. We will see later what it really means. And I'm talking about the past. I'm talking about the background in this first line. Queen of Wands, you ladies over here. How did he see you? See, he did see you as not committing. He did see you somehow, losing either a will or did not want to stick around, or you didn't see the commitment. So this is the reverse position. So this is all opposite of celebration, etc. Maybe you just took off, even though maybe you guys broke up, but maybe you just left. So let's see the communication. It was harsh communication. Somebody cut through the air. It was out. See, cutting the commitment. No more sun. Was this you, Aquarius, that you did that? King of Wands. How did he see himself? See, he did himself that he wanted to try something new. 3 of Wands. If you see their ships, they're sailing in, sailing out. This is a starting point of some kind of action. So he did see some possibility of actually having something with you. The Judgment. So let's see all together if this relationship made sense in the past. King of Cups. It was lots of addictions. It was lots of emotionality. It was maybe drinking. It was maybe overeating. Ice cream in the freezer. That kind of stuff. So the relationship did not have the quality. Let's sit down together and let's talk about it and let's come to some agreement and then follow through. Either somebody was not keeping promises, either or. Maybe somebody was inventing. Maybe it was too much drama. This is all King of Cups. So you're looking at the actor, the stage, who kind of is under influence of something, so anything can basically happen. So karma kind of felt, there was kind of lack of control in that relationship. Let me see reunions. You see, 2. You guys did get together from time to time, but it looks like this guy or that person was tied. Look, one of these ones is being blocked over here. So even though they were trying to get out and they were trying to build a world, but somehow that escaped and that for some reason didn't happen. So let's go to the present time. What's happening in the magic chest? Magic chest is again Pentacles. It's waiting. You are able to wait. So if you guys are not with this person, you are willing to wait, are capable of waiting at the very least. What doesn't work at present? Pentacles again. So, for some of you Aquarians, this was a relationship that was leading to something very, very serious, including the marriage. So, 9 of Pentacles reversed. I'm always concerned when I see this card reversed, because people freak out seeing this card. Oh my gosh, I don't want to be single. What is so wrong of being a single? It's so much better being a single than being in a bad relationship. And this is exactly what basically the saying here says. Look, guys, you need to learn how to be single. See the sun, that's why you burn out. Trying to be with someone, but try to be with you. Like, I mean, was that lesson kind of like learned? So, how does he see you at present? Whoa, he's extremely attracted to you. Attraction is there. He thinks about you day and night, going to bed thinking about you, waking up thinking about you, or she. Like, this is like highly charged relationship, and it is codependent, even though it's kind of getting better a little bit. So it's like, right? So it's kind of interesting. We have the devil reversed and we have a 10 of Pentacles reversed. So he kind of like did see you as the one. Communication wise, Hermit. There is no communication, no comunicado at present, it seems. It's almost the card of ending, and this is 9 as well. So we have here a status quo in silence. And it looks like both of you are looking for some kind of inner wisdom. How does he see himself? See himself, he feels that he made a decision that maybe was blinded. Maybe it was a knee-jerk reaction. Maybe it was a decision made out of fear. Because if you really look here, like we have this water behind, the wind is flowing, you know, she's holding these 2 swords. One has this moon, so that means, oh my gosh, there's some secrets. So here, you know, this is maybe not so hard. You're not maybe waving these 2 kind of different parts of the story. Maybe it is kind of like time to get out of this cold, and maybe the decision that he made was wrong, or maybe he feels now looking back that his thought process was not actually just. So how is the relationship seen? And we are now talking about this first week. Well, there is still some kind of protective box, right? So you see 8 over here, 8 of Swords. Like, she is kind of tied up with a whole bunch of things here and blindfolded, just like in this, right? So the currently relationship is sort of like at also status quo, not going anywhere, even though it does have a potential. Currently there is some slight spark waking up, because this will eventually fall off and she will be able to see. But we are still not yet there, but sort of like there is some energy happening. Reunion. Yeah, make a wish. It's still not happening. It is a wish, however. So let's go second week of April. Okay, this is never a good card for a relationship. This is in your toolbox. It looks like this was a third party situation, and it was like that somebody had an upper hand. And look at his face. Yeah, I gotcha, I have you, right? Look, he has a couple here, and then he has one here, always one in reserve, and 2 of them walking away sad and basically defeated. And this is never, ever, ever good thing in a relationship. So this is in a box, which means relationship as relationship kind of had a lots of competitive thing, and this is never good for high quality relationship. What needs to be repaired? Well, this is a good card, but not in this category, where it means the give and take was not there, which kind of we see it here and we see it here, and this balance has to be restored if this ever kind of goes anywhere further. So how does he see you next week? Well, the tides are turning. He sees you as somebody who did have inner strength, maybe also as somebody who moved too fast, maybe somebody who is able to kind of merge with his life, because we see 2 different things getting together. He maybe sees you as his sun and the moon, and kind of like something to look up to. So now we have 2 major arcana in a row. So maybe he sees you charging forward toward him, or he's hoping that you will charge forward toward him. As far as the communication, Hierophant. Boy, I don't like this card, because it looks so old-fashioned. It's so hard to know. But it talks about the groups, it talks about systems, it talks about marriage, it talks about getting together. So does it mean like he thinks that you're going to come back to him or her and propose? It is possible. You see, he maybe thinks that you will do that, and then he'll reject you. Ace of Cups. It shows like, I mean, like the relationship is a no-go. That's what he feels. So communication might be there. Maybe this Hierophant means that there will be a communication of some kind of sort, or that you guys know some people jointly, and that these people might kind of pass some kind of judgment there, or kind of transfer the messages, or transfer what really happened. We will know more when we get later. But kind of like he looks like he just wants to get an upper hand. Like this does look like he wants you to go to him or her, whoever is the partner. And keep in mind, this kind of like has lots of stories. Now, like when there are so many people on this channel, I'm picking up more energies. So you will really know who you are in this system, if this makes sense. Or so I'm saying like he wants you to come and charge toward him. Well, somebody does want the other person to come and ask about it. Just like if I see 7 of Pentacles, then I will see that somebody also wants apologies. So as far as relationship, look, I mean, commitment might be on the table, or this could be the third party again. So we will know. And again, as far as equality, like, I mean, maybe you or both of you feel, or one of you feels that, you know, this is just not it. Look, I mean, there are so many things offered, and then you want the fourth thing, and even the fourth thing you don't want. So maybe the quality of relationship is not there. It's not right now satisfying one or both of the partners. Maybe you're the guys who kind of like feel, look, I still feel something for you, but on a realistic level, I don't think that we have all these cups that we need. So let's go to the third week. Page of Wands in the chest. Well, that's good. There is somebody who's sexy, who wants to charge ahead. This is kind of a dating energy, and it's a really good energy. It's going to go really, really fast at this stage. And that's when we are getting out of Venus retrograde, actually. So this is where somebody has to really kind of like come up with what they want, because all this time that was energy brewing. What needs to be glued in the box? Look, somebody had too many choices, right? And even here we see these 3 people. Here we see 3 people, choices there. And here, like, instead of this, like, oh my gosh, what do I want? And then you just get tired. So now it is like what needs to be glued. You kind of have to figure out what is it you want. And this kind of goes back to this card, right? And both of them are emotional. It looks like on an intellectual level, there is kind of like recognition, there is passion, huge attraction, but on an emotional level, there is unfulfillment over here. So how does he see you? Well, Justice and Hierophant. Is somebody divorcing here? Hi, Shafi. Come, Shafi. Come, Shafi. Yeah, Shafi. Is somebody divorcing? Do you guys need to divorce? Did you condition him to divorce? Is there some kind of breakup? So this would indicate to me the third party when Justice is involved, or somebody who has Libra as an ascendant. But it kind of like really talks about Aquarius. But look at this, like how he sees you. You're very important to him. This is a 10. Which is almost like, I mean, it's 1 and 10s are sort of gateway into minor arcana. So it's like, I call them half majors. So then you have 1, 2, 3 majors over here. And he doesn't, he has 1. So 1, 2, 3 and a half, and he has half. So he doesn't see himself almost, or the partner doesn't see him or herself as even dignified enough to be your partner. And that could be the problem too. And communication wise, it feels like it went from silence, cutting through the air, to silence, radio silence, to, okay, if I contact, this is going to have to be something really serious. And King of Swords. King of Swords, Justice. This can be really communication that is not nice. Let's see how he sees himself. You see, he sees himself, your partner played the game of 3. And it broke on his head. It looks like he lost both parties he played with. To me, this is card really hard to understand. Like, I mean, I never dance with my girlfriends like that. Generally, I don't even go out with 2 girlfriends. I don't know if this ever existed. So, to me, 3 is a card of third party, and this is not even joy. This is kind of lack of joy. So, he currently is not in the relationship. Looks like he wanted to charge ahead, so it was this 3, but didn't know where or how. Then he realized he has to make a decision. Then it looks like he realized he doesn't even want to be with anyone. And right now, everything is falling apart in his life. Even though here, somehow, there was this like intangible feeling of the commitment could have been there. So see, Judgment is saying that still kind of there is a possibility of hope for this relationship. Like, you have this 9 of Wands, and it is the ending, and it is one of the last steps you have to figure out. Well, do you want to continue or you don't want to continue? And this kind of seasoned warrior here wants to continue after kind of he takes some kind of like rest and refuge and repair. And so this still kind of says it's possibility, but we had this emotionality, maybe invention of the things, and then silence that kind of like went in this protectiveness, and nobody was contacting nobody, which kind of tells me that was a karmic lesson for these 2, and for all of you who are sending me your energy, that will be learned. But it was not frivolous, it was something, right? So you have Hierophant, you have Justice, you have Chariot, you have Three of Pentacles. These are all talking about teamwork, about grouping, about coming together. And then yet you have things like this, it's not coming together. So as far as reunion, no. The Moon, secrets are still there. Somebody is still holding secrets. Somebody is still not telling the secrets. And I think this is like where everything went off the balance because of secrets. And let's see the last week. King of Pentacles in the magic chest. It's sort of like lethargy. It's feeling like between the 2 of you, well, it better go smoothly or else I'm not putting any extra effort in it, right? What needs to be built? You see, the choices. It was like too many choices, too many options. People chose things that were not supposed to choose. Major arcana. After, look, somebody chose not to be single, didn't want to be single. Well, there's a balance, has to be balance. There are 3 people here. Well, what do I want? And now we have the Lovers, which is also the card of choice. And it kind of like has to be mastered in order for this relationship. So if this relationship never had that glue, like you are the most important to me and nobody else is like even in sight, then and now you have a Justice and Lovers and a King of Swords. Somebody could be divorcing as well. So how he sees you as, well, let's call it a loser. He sees you as you losing passion for the entire, let's say, project, him or her. Right? But winner is a very elusive quality. Even though it's 6 and looks for the 6s, like you're on the white horse, is something known. Well, obviously we have here sexual connotation, but this way it's like, I don't even know if I want. It's kind of like going through some mental anguish, trying to charge it forward, trying to make it work, and then just like failing, like failure to launch. Well, but maybe because of that, there is a communication about love, and it's a communication about getting together. So let's see if he feels this way. Yes, he does. Page of Pentacles is basically talking about somebody, who does want to communicate, who does want to understand, who does want to build slowly, but very slowly. So it's sort of like appearance. He might appear at the very last week of April. So let's see if quality of relationship changed at all. Well, we have a Fool. Somebody is asking for new beginning. You know how we have 9? It all makes sense. Come on, Shafi. It's very, very, very important part now. You don't want to mess. No, you don't want to mess it up. Look, we are coming to really interesting part of reunion part, right? No, she wants to hear it. I don't know who she has in her pocket. I'm pretty sure like she's still dating Matrix, so I think there is no problems there. So look, we were all emotional. Like obviously there was a breakup. Obviously, look, lack of commitment, end of it. This couldn't be built. Patience. Somebody doesn't want to be single. I see breakup here, and kind of clamping in. Somebody walking away, but still being in this emotional space, still dealing maybe with one of the partners. And now, harsh words, maybe this could mean a breakup with one person. If this person was married, then this person is breaking up and divorcing, and probably he's thinking you're going to just basically walk away toward his lovers with someone else. This could actually mean this way in kind of like in warp mind, in sort of like bizarre world that we all go through, right? When we go through a breakup, everything seems to be bigger. Oh my gosh, he's partying with 5 women, and what he's doing, he's at home eating popcorn. So the truth is like really sometimes way more basic than what goes in our imagination. But here we have then 3 of Pentacles, so it's a commitment here, and then we have really commitment and getting rid of the third party here. Then we have the 9 of Wands. Sort of like, yeah, I am completely bounded. I didn't like this game. I didn't like this relationship. But you know what? I've seen it. And now we have a new beginning. New beginning. But let's see, reunion-wise. Yeah, somebody wants to come back. So Aquarians, do you want him back? I really have to ask you. And this is like a question for you. What in this relationship doesn't work is give and take. This person was not there for you. This person was mocking you of you not willing to be single. This person did burn you. You had to put an extra energy. You didn't feel you're the first choice. So you have to ask yourself, and what would he need to do? I guess he would need to repair all these elements in order for you to say yes to this commitment. And maybe this is why this is coming here. And his fears, and remember this, his fears are very valid. He knows what you want, and do not lower that bar if he's coming back. So guys, this is a general reading, and if you want your private reading, it is $45. For some of you, it can last shorter and longer. It's about 30 minutes read, but this is like highly intense. And then there is a follow-up questions that you can ask. So yeah, check it out on my website, Catch Tarot Knows, or Dealing with Excess Spread. And this is also dealing with on and off relationships. So thank you very much for listening, and I'm looking forward to getting to attend to your own case. Take care. Love you.